helps when clients provide some visual aid, even if a crude design. So that's just back to the logo talk here.
Mine was
I agree. Like even if or at least have an idea going in and they can describe it to you. Although I gotta say, some people that hire an artist to do a logo are the most uncreative people ever, so like when they describe something, it's usually awful sounding, like,
I've seen things in crayon, like drawn in crayon. I've seen things like,
oh my god,
like what are we talking? So, but sometimes when they're talking to me though, like when they're describing to me what the logo is and what company they have and what they do at the company, like I'm already drawing it in my head. I can see it, I can picture it. And I'm like, and I say, okay, stop right there. I got it. Let me just do it real quick. I'll show you what I'm thinking about, or thinking of, and I'll show it to you. It's like, all right. And usually I've been right on, like usually, but sometimes.
Well, the only logos I've done is for comic books, actually. And the thing that I always ask for, where even if they don't give me direction, I like to see the artwork for the series. I like to know the synopsis, stuff like that. Like the more I can
information, the better.
An idea of the story, then I could kind of formulate like
you can never have enough. You can never have too much information,
exactly. Like
it allows you to put a little bit more personality into it, where you can, expand upon things more as opposed to just kind of, just lettering or just kind of just doing overtone generic things. You can actually add a little bit more depth.
And most people don't understand what the concept of what a logo is. It's like very intricate. So I'm like, that's not a logo. That's like a crazy illustration or a crazy, busy drawing. You know what I mean? It's not a logo.
Yeah, and the worst thing, like this is actually a good discussion. The worst thing I've seen, like too, is like sometimes the artwork of a comic and the storyline, everything looks great, the lettering, and then they have the worst logo I've ever seen on a book, and like immediately, like just I don't know, it just takes me out. I don't want to read it, like like
what's more important, the logo or the cover art?
It's tough. Like,
what would you say, Corissa?
Cover art.
Cover art?
Yeah, I think a cover art is more important.
So
the logo, though, like, if you think about the logo, it's going to be more places than the cover,
Right.
So
yeah, but someone's not going to look at this amazing comic art and be like, "Oh, but the logo."
See, I think we're coming from two different point of views. Like you could take a good logo you can wear as a T-shirt or something, or a hat, or like a wristband, something. You can't wear a cover on your chest. You can, but
you can,
but it's not like
well, logos, if they're good enough, can also
really
be a
long and painful tattoo job,
or give away as a freebie at your table.
Right.
Things like that.
Well, those are two different things. It's like, are you talking about for that issue, or are you talking in general? Because if you're talking about how to sell that issue, the cover art's more important. If you're talking long term, then obviously the logo is more important. But if you're talking about
I'm talking like if you create a logo for your comic, like you're probably going to keep using it for the rest of it too.
That's really your identity, really, like your name almost.
It's really hard to ask that question though, because when you're selling the actual comic issue, it would be the cover art, so it's kind of hard to be like the cover issue or the logo are kind of two different things, because if you're saying which is more important overall, it's the logo. But if you're talking about what's the most important thing for that issue, it would be the cover art, because someone's not going to, if you have a nice logo, but you've got the worst cover art in the world, no one's going to buy it. So
right.
Isn't that crazy? We've in this day and age, we've come to a point where the cover is important. You should judge a book by its cover,
especially in comics.
I love those covers that actually like don't do away with their usual traditional logo and kind of like build it into the artwork some way. Like I love that.
Those. You're talking like a Will Eisner like spirit kind of thing.
Right,
the way he used to build the logo into the artwork and stuff.
Into
that's
the artwork.
Great.
Space Ghost,
exactly.
Yeah, Space Ghost.
Space Ghost, yeah.
That's a great cartoon. Love that cartoon.
If you're an indie creator looking for a home for your comic book, graphic novel, short story collection, or novel, then you've come to the right place. Any One World is a full-service publisher and distributor which can take your creator-owned project and showcase it to the world. We offer 2 primary distribution channels: digital distribution, where we'll sell your book in our digital bookstore; digital and print distribution, where we'll sell your book in our digital bookstore and distribute through physical bookstores across the UK, USA, and Canada. In addition to distribution, Any One World can also work with you to publish your book. We'll publish your book digitally, helping you source artists, edit, format, and publish your book in digital format. Digital and print. We'll publish your book digitally and produce and distribute print copies of your work. Digital, print, and merch. We'll publish digital and print copies of your book and then work with you to design or distribute products and add-ons such as t-shirts, posters, and more. On top of all of this, we can offer additional paid services where required, specifically cover design, editing, and formatting. Unlike many traditional publishers, Any One World gives indie creators maximum control and flexibility over publishing and distribution. So if you're looking to partner with us to distribute existing books or publish something new, read carefully through the information below and fill out a submission form.